Good morning, y'all. We got the little taco back in here. As you can see, got her up on the rack. We're going to change the lower control arm bushings and our inner tie rod and outer tie rod. I can't really show you and hold the camera, but this thing is all over the place. So I thought I'd make a video and just show y'all. So I've got the outer tie rod unbolted, and here's the inner little tie rod about that long. So I got to get that off, but I'm actually going to have to, let me go up right here where you can see what I'm talking about. On these model Tacomas, you actually have to undo your rack and pinion, which is not too bad. Just undo them 4 bolts, but I'm not going to undo the link or anything. Let me get a light. It's hard to see under here. There we go. But I'm not going to undo the steering linkage or anything. I'm just going to undo it, move it up so I can get that 1 bolt that's right there, so I can get this lower control arm out. And then I don't know if I have time to get that one today, but I'm at least going to try to get done with the driver's side. Let me grab a light again. Dark under this truck. Alright, I got the rack and pinion unbolted. As you can see on that side, bolts are loose. And then what's kind of cool and really simple about these model trucks, the lower ball joint actually bolts to your knuckle. So see, I undid that, so I ain't got to undo the top ball joint or the manual locking hubs, none of that. So now all I got to do is undo the sway bar, undo the strut from it, and undo these 2 bolts, and it should be out. Well, I got the lower control arm off, a little taco, and finally got the lower control arms bushings pressed out. Well, beat out. I had to heat them with torches and everything else. They were rusted in there so bad. So I've been wondering why I wasn't wide awake today like I normally am, but I realized it's because I had a Red Bull. It's been like 3 days since I had a Red Bull. Well, that's a lie. It's been 3 days since I had a normal Red Bull. Yesterday I had 2 of them Red Bull blueberry or something, I don't know, they were gross. But nothing beats a regular Red Bull. So I finally got them put up in there. Let me show you here. It's so dark under this truck for this camera. There we go. Already got the bolts and stuff in them. And all I got to do now is tighten, just barely snug these until, you know, get it up there where it goes. And then I ain't going to torque them down or nothing because it's got to be aligned. This one gets alignment with your toe in and your camber here on front and rear. And I'd say tomorrow, if I get time, I'll pull it back in here and do this side. Basically we got everything, all 4 control arm bushings, new outer tie rods, and inner tie rods. And the lower ball joint on this side, right here. Well, hold on, god dang it, it's dark in here. You can tell it's been replaced. I mean, it's dirty because these people didn't take care of nothing. But the passenger side, as you can see, is out of grease, and it's the original one. It don't even have a grease fitting on it. But actually in the back of the truck when I bought it, had a brand new ball joint, so I guess that's why for that side. So while I've got it apart, I'm gonna go ahead and replace it. So then everything on the front end will be brand new as far as steering, except for the rack and pinion. All the ball joints, well, the upper ball joints I didn't put in, but they were already on there when I got it. They're actually new. So everything across the front will be new. Even both the hubs and hub bearings. These aren't hub assemblies, but even all of them were new. They were put on basically right before I got the truck. So everything across the front end will be brand new. It'll drive pretty dang good. And the idle and high thing, we've actually got another motor out there that we took out of another 98, I think it was 98, yeah, 98 or 99, anyway, same motor. that's in this truck, the 3.4. So I'm gonna go out there and get the throttle body off of it, put it on this one, and that'll do away with the high idle. And I'm trying to get it ready to where gun season opening, it's deer season already, but it's bow season. So when it gets firearm season, in other words, October 20th, when we go down on the 19th, I want to be able to drive this truck and keep miles and the mud and stuff off mine, because I know it's going to be a muddy mess down there. So I'd much rather drive this thing, which, as you can tell, it is dirty. So I'm going to get up and under here anyway, and I got to figure out where that little bit of a leak right there on the transmission is. I'm hoping it's just a plug or something, I don't know, but more than likely, my luck, it'll be the front pump seal. But as you can see, all the dirt and everything under this thing. So, but luckily there's no rust. I mean, that there is just surface rust. So I gotta get all this thing cleaned. Even though it's gonna be my little hunting truck, I still don't like for nothing to be that nasty and, you know, that dirty. That's just how you get stuff that's not took care of, and how you don't get stuff to last. So, yeah. Alright, well, I'm going to try to get this back together. I actually got a pretty cool truck coming in. It's a 6-wheeled, I don't think it's a Unimog. I'm not exactly sure what it is. I'll ask the owner when he comes in. He actually ordered tires for it, which are right there, all 6 of them. Things pretty neat. So whenever it gets here, I'll do like a little bit of a walk around or something on it to show y'all to it, just so the customer don't mind. So I think it's pretty cool. All right, we'll see y'all here in a second. So here's that truck I was telling y'all about a while ago that I thought was pretty neat. It finally came in. I just put new tires all the way around it. It's a Australian made. Let's see if I can get it to focus on this right here. Let me get a light. Penzgar, however you say it. That's the symbol, but it's Australian made, and it's a 6x6, and it's all completely independent suspension under this thing. As you can see, well, it's hard to tell on here, but it's completely independent. There's the CV axle, or whatever the word you want to call it for it. There's the other one. Even the front's independent. Well, you can kind of tell it by the way the tires are leaning. But I thought this thing was pretty neat. There's a better look at the symbol. And so there's very few of them in the United States. So, I don't know. I just thought it was kind of cool. Thought y'all might like to see it. It's a Penzgar or something is how you pronounce it. And there's the inside. Pretty cool. And the motor to this thing is actually right there. There's the transfer case. I mean the transmission. There's the transfer case, and look at that. The drive shaft runs inside that tube up to the front differential. And then there's the second differential, and then back there's the third. But I thought that thing was pretty neat, and thought y'all might like to see it. I don't know if y'all seen them before or not. This customer, I've seen them before. I've seen his before, but I've never actually looked at it up close or worked on it or anything. So it's pretty neat. So, all right, on the way to the house now. Finally got off work. It's like 7:05. Time I got done with that, whatever you call that thing, that truck I showed you all ago, I can't even remember what you call it, that Australian 6x6. We ended up getting to talking, and everybody just standing around, so I just now left work. But I think I'm gonna go to the house, eat me some food. I'm starving, and sit there and relax. So I guess I'm gonna end it here. But we will see y'all again tomorrow. I appreciate y'all joining me for another day at work. I hope y'all like that orange 6x6 truck thing. That thing's pretty cool. I started talking to the customer that had it, and he's saying he used to work on them, and he's had that thing for 10 or 15 years. It's pretty neat. So Well, anyway, I appreciate it, and I appreciate all the support. We're up to like 92 subscribers now, I think, while ago, so that's awesome. We've gained like 6 new people this week, so I appreciate everybody for watching and liking. Y'all seem to like the trail riding videos and the camping videos and stuff more, so I'm going to try to get out and do that some more. This weekend, I've got a wedding and stuff to go to. I kind of can't really do anything other than that, except for Friday night. I'm not sure yet. I'm waiting to hear from a buddy of mine I hadn't seen in probably a year and a half, I guess. He's actually wanting me. He does a lot of bow fishing, and he invited me to go. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to go Friday night, or if he's going to be busy or what. So hopefully we'll be able to do that this weekend, and if not, we'll be able to do it pretty soon and be able to bring y'all along with us. And because I've never been bow fishing before, so it'll be a first time for me. So I think that'll be pretty fun. And next weekend is, like I was saying earlier, the firearm season, whatever you want to call it. In other words, the 20th, you can start legally hunting deer with a modern firearm instead of a bow. So I know we're going to do that. And then the weekend after that, I think we're going to go camping up there at that Earl's Ford place I showed y'all from Sunday. So if so, I'll definitely bring y'all along for that. So there's some things coming up. I've got some other stuff got in the works too. Haven't waiting on it to come in. A few things I'm trying to find to order. Just got quite a few things that's going to be coming up pretty soon. So I hope y'all enjoy it, and I appreciate y'all liking and watching the videos and everything. And it's awesome, and I appreciate it. I'm trying to get pulled out in the road here. So I greatly appreciate it. And until next time, y'all have a good one.